Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have another test. Another thing that I was testing out. I was making some of these photomats because maybe I am gonna, well, not maybe, I am gonna use these a lot. Because the steampunk theme, I really like the photomats, very grungy, and so that you can use them to write on or whatever. But yeah, it's very time consuming. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, and I know for some of you it is maybe too much, but I still love it. So I was thinking, well, why not make it to print out? Now I did test something out. I printed on some white, but I don't like the back. This is the original, and I adapted a little bit in my design program, and then it comes like this, and it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I think I really like this color the most if I use the white. But then I tested it out on the paper where I normally use it with, the pearl gray, and then I printed some of these out. Now I must say I already chose mine, and I already printed it out quite a lot to use. I think, yeah, these are the ones that I definitely gonna cut out, and these are still the testing mode. See, this is the original, the ugly one. So after I adopted the first time, I think this was the first one was, it's not even, oh yeah, this is number 1, of course. Of course, it is number 1. This was number 2, and I still thought the original is a nicer brown. Then I adopted it a little bit more. Then I came to this one, which I like also, but it's a little reddish. And then this was my final one, and then it's too dark brown. So I really liked this one, the first one. It's not the same as the original, but I really like the brown color in it. So definitely, so this is the one that I printed out quite a lot so that I can use. But I still can use these. If you're not going to use these at the same page, then I'm still going to use these, because if you did that with your hand, then they are not the same also. Now the white one I don't like, but it's just a personal touch. So I always tell you that I don't like white photomats, but that's just personal. I also don't like this one. It's way too gray, so that is also not going to use. But these I still can use. I still, oh, and this is my original. I need to save that for maybe using that more. But yeah, so if you want, I do have a file for this. I don't know if I'm going to make more sizes, but these are the photomats, the normal photomats, the 4x6. Just checking. Yep, the 4x6. So very easy to use and very dark, I know, but I love it. So, but you don't need to use that. You also can just use plain one with a little smooching the edges, or with not smooching the edges. Totally up to you. You can place a stamp on here, place photo here or here. So that is why I did not put anything on it. So yeah, if you like, and I forgot to send you this, then just ring the bell and I will send them to you. But it will be for the kit once, okay? So it's an exclusive item. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna cut out, and then we are going to go to the next page, as I promised. Yeah. Okay, this takes also some time, but I promised you that it's less time than cutting all these photomats and ink them with your sponge. And now I only gonna, so I cut them all out, and I only gonna quickly make the edges a little less distressed, because I don't like the white edges. I never do. And so I'm just gonna do the same thing as I normally do with all my design paper. So distressing the ink, distressing the edges makes your project finishing touch. So yeah, just take your time, and I promise you that it will look amazing after you do this. By the way, the files that I have, so I told you that I tested it out, a few options with the contrast, and maybe your printer likes number 1 or number 4 better, or so just if you have these files, just print out all 4 of them on any kind of papers, maybe even on brown paper. Nice brown craft color looks amazing also. So just print out a few on the paper that you like, white, pearl gray, brown, whatever color that you like, and see which one you prefer. So you have 4 options to print out, so I have them all still in the file, so you will get 4 different ones. So that is what I like to tell you, there are 4 different contrast ones, and you just need to print this out on your printer to see which one does come out the best. So for me it is number 2, but maybe for you it's totally a different one. So that is just what I like to tell you, some extra information. And maybe you even like all 4 of them, then just print them out, all 4 of them, and mix them all, because as you can see these are all the same, but I have one different one. But it's just, you can also mix them, so that's totally fine. So I hope you enjoy these grungy photomats. I hope you like it. And you also can stamp on these, place photo here, or having a nice photo image like this here. You can place them down, whatever you like. Alright, so now I have a big pile. And I'm definitely going to use them all, but I still can smoosh a little bit more. You know I like it. You know I do. So yep, but they all are nicely ready to use. Yay! Enjoy! Okay guys, just to show you the difference between plain, and I always use my pearl gray cardstock. I just love it. I don't like pure white. That's just my personal thinking. And this is the one that I pointed out with the grungy edges. It's just, especially when you're gonna make photomats with that. Let's assume that this is a photo, and I know if you put this on the grungy one, then you will have a nice dark brown edge. I also can make it a little larger, so it looks like this. I think the grungy vibe is absolutely stunning, but you also can use these to write notes on, and you still can add just plain photomats, and then it looks like this, just normal photomats. I really like, and you don't even need to put a gray on. You just can use just plain with just a black edge. You can do so many things with photomats, but the reason why I put effort in this is because if I'm gonna show you the walkthrough with empty pockets, you think, oh my gosh, what a boring project. So yeah, I'm used to put things in there to show you how it looks if you add things in here. And that's also a reason for me that I know how bulky all the pages are going to be, because these are 2 layers. So if I added, for example, these 3 in a pocket, then I definitely know there is plenty of space for your photos. You can just take this out for the person who gets this, get the project. You can take this out and put your own pictures in there, maybe just using black cardstock. And if you are doing along this tutorials with me, and you have already your pictures, then just glue them on whatever you like. Maybe only black, maybe only black and white, and then put your pictures on. Or you just want to use this. It's totally up to you. I just want to tell you that there are options. some people think you have to take literary, yeah, that word. You don't need to do exactly the same things that I do. That's just, and I don't always like to give you options. Blah 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 blah. I'm talking too much. Am I? Yep, I am talking too way too much. Just giving you options, guys. Just giving you the options. So you don't need to make the coins you want. You also can make just plain ones or without. Alright, so now I think I finally go to the next page. Oh my god, this takes way too long, but that's okay. All information is needed. Okay guys, so I am gonna make exactly the same as that one. So that's the 9 3/4 by 8 1/8. And then I have the same size as my previous page. Just checking. Alright, so yeah, with this one we did the 2 pockets at the back, and I always can add the same thing on here after the page is done. So I already have the other one with that page. Where is it? With this one, I already have this one, but I don't know if I like it at the same. And this is also with, so this is actually the same as page 1, but then with the big pocket. But maybe I'm not gonna do the pockets on 2 pages. Maybe I'm gonna use this for the other album on the back. So, but yeah, maybe, you never know. But let me first start just with the base, and then I always can to the back. Now, first things first, of course we are, yeah, I have my little note right here. Of course we are going to make, again, those flippable pages. And I don't know about you, but if I have a page on the left, for example, then you can put this way. And I think for this page I like to have that this page is going to be that direction. I think that makes sense. Yep, so it will hold down. If I open this, if I have 2 pages, then and I open this up, that I can open this and this page that direction. So that means that my top page goes to the right. Okay, if that makes sense to you. It is making sense. Alright, so I'm cutting 2 pages on here, same size. Well, I also can cut it just 8 1/8, of course, and I do need 2 pages, so I'm gonna cut 2 pages, 8 1/8. Here we go. Scoring a hinge and a 1/8. Do the same thing on the other page. 1/2 inch and a 1/8. Alright, finish this down first. And this goes this direction. So this is the top page. It's going to be exactly the same size. So there I make my mark at the end of that page. And then I'm just gonna fold this. Go. Gonna add some tape on it. Well, we all know the drills, of course, but sometimes I just like doing things together with you. Alright. top, bottom, straight. Hold it down, tear it on, off, not on. You cannot tear something on. You only can tear something off. Alright, so this is my right page. Yep, there we go. And now we are going to do the other page. And then this one we are going to make that just a fraction shorter, just a 1/8 shorter on the inside of that fold line. Yeah, 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 yes. There we go. Yes, glue it on. Alright guys, and now we finally can go to our next page. Starting at the bottom, make this nice straight. There we go. There you go. See, so I have a 1/8 away from the fold line. Just away from the fold line. So I have the space inside. And then when everything is done, you have still space for your photos. Okay. So this goes this direction and then this goes here. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's the opposite of the other one. The other page. Alright, so now the magic is gonna start. Great stuff is going on. Okay, let's just start. So first, I'm gonna cut a page that is exactly the same size as the top page. And also 8/1/8, just exactly the same size. Okay. Let's check, check, check. Alright, we're gonna make a hinge. Do I have some left over? Of course. They're a lot too small. Alright, we do need to make a hinge. I'm gonna grab a new page. And I'm gonna score, well, at least a 1/2 inch. Yeah, and then the rest. Alright, score 1/2 inch. And then I'm gonna cut a full inch at the mark. So actually it's gonna be a 1.5 piece with a half hinge. So that is for now what we are going to do, because I don't know the thickness just yet, but we always can do that. Always can do that. I'm just gonna place tape. And I know it's too long. So, I love sneezing. Sorry guys for the interruption. Oh, goodness. Alright. Just add this on. I also can make this overlapping. Still need to cut it down. Go. And I'm just gonna cut this down so I'm sure that I have front and back. Nice. I also could measure it, but sometimes I don't like to measure too much. Alright, so we have a hinge. we have a hinge, but I don't know exactly how thick, because this is going to be at the end, just a topper. Not especially a closure, but a topper. I want to add a big, so we can do a 1/4, but will that be enough? I think it will be enough. But to be sure, yeah, we need to start somewhere. So sometimes you just need to just take some risks. So what shall we do? How much do we want? How much? Let's see. A 1/4. I think I'm just gonna go for a 3/8. I think then I will cover it all up. I think. So for now I added a 3/8 hinge. And actually I hope that it will cover everything, but I don't know. But it's just a deal that you need to start somewhere, because you definitely need to place this down first before you're gonna do anything else. So that's the main thing that we need to take care of. Yeah. I think it's thick enough, don't you think? Yeah. And if it's not, I think of something else. I think a 3/8 will definitely do the job. Alright. Place something down. And then check that this is the top. And then from here we are going to work further. Alright, so a big extra page. Alright, so we have our photo frame pages and a big page right here. That is a 3/8. So before I continuing, just flap this open, and now we're gonna work on here. Alright. It's gonna be delicious. Okay guys, let's see what we can do. Let's put some glasses on and let's begin on the inside page. Alright, so yeah, first gonna make a measurement, not a measurement, a mark. That's the middle of this page. Terrible in doing that with inches, but you just can make a mark. Mine is 12 and a bit. Let's say, let's check this out. Mine is 478. Yeah, that's a bit my middle. 478. Alright, we're gonna do a lot of flippity flops, and sometimes I do like that, so we'll just go with flow, guys. So no measurement needed. We normally are just going to put some marks like this one, but first we need, I think, a few pages. So I'm going to start with 2 that is the same height, and I'm going to make it a little smaller because we have this page right here, and you don't want to interfere right here. You don't want to do that. So we are just going to cut our pin. The bottom can be the same, but stay away at least a 1/8 away from that fold line. Alright, so I'm just going to cut down these 2 pages. So I have already a few pages that I can use in the same height. Alright. let's give this, and now this is, where is my drawing? How many do we need? Well, we do especially need one in the middle. Oh my gosh, planning is not my thing. So let's just make a 1/2 inch and a 1/4. That's my first page. And we always can, and we do need another one at the other side, so let's make one at the opposite side, 1/2 inch and a 1/4. Fold your first fold line. And now we are going to place this on our mark and make a mark right here. I always like to have a millimeter away from the edge, just to give it some space, some air. Alright, let's cut this down. So that is from this side, from the mark, with a little air. Sounds crazy when I say with a little air. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side, also with a little air. So I'm just gonna stay a millimeter from the edge. Wait just a sec. I'm just thinking of something, and now I can change that. If I place these right to each other, then this is hard to fold. Wait just a second. We are going to make a 1/2 inch in between, if that makes sense. So this is a 1/2 inch in between. So we're gonna sit, so this flips easily to the left and to the right. So guys, now I just have to recut my part on here, and same thing on here. So guys, just change my mind a little bit. It's gonna be a huge difference with everything when everything is done. Sorry guys, I need a little space in between. Yep, see, now we have a nice 1/2 inch in between. Yes, alright, cool. Not gluing things down just yet. You can fold the next one if you want. There we go. So this is actually our first base. That's our first base. And as this still fits nice. Okay. Next step. Next. Okay guys. Put this just a second away. Just a second. Let me just, this is for the right one and this is for the left one. We're gonna grab our next page, and I think definitely we can use this one. We're gonna make a 1/2 inch for the hinge and And for this one we're gonna make a let's think about a in-between. Can we make an in-between? You know what an in-between is? That's between a 1/4 and a 1/8. Oh my gosh, I don't want to make it too difficult for you guys, but a 1/4 is in my... So this is going to be a little smaller than a 1/4 fold line. Do the same thing on the other side. 1/2 inch. And then I'm just going to move my fold line besides this mark. And then I'm just going to score the in-between. Alright. Pull this down. And of course we are going to put this in this direction. But we are gonna be staying away. So this is gonna be on the end. And we're gonna stay away from this mark at least a full 1/8. At least, as you can see, it's a full 1/8. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Fold this right here. Here is this mark, and I'm going to stay away at least a full 1/8. So I'm not measuring anything, just following the marks. Here we go. This one is also for the right one. So, and as you can see, we're building up our space in between. So this is the one that comes first. With the in between, and then the other one was a 1/4, and this one is the biggest one. So we are building it up. Okay, place this down. As you can see, I am away from this. And now these ones are nicely fitting. If I make this, then you see already that I stayed away from the fold line. So yes. So we build it up. Build it up. This is going to be right here. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. And at the end this folds down. I just want to show you, with not gluing anything down, that you will see that you have your in between, your 1/4, and then this one is the bigger one, the 3/8. And now you can do, this goes to the left, and this goes to the right, and from here you still have so much space. Alright, so I think we can glue it down. And we still can do so much inside all of these pages. Alright, so this was my left piece. So I'm just going to add tape on here. And I hope everything makes sense. Trying to best to explaining everything. Here we go. Now this one is the in-between. Just check, check, check. Yep. This is the in-between, so this one goes exactly on this side. So I'm just going to fold because we have also the 1/8 white here, guys. So just placing it down. Nicely at the bottom, and I'm going to stay away from the fold line above. So on here, so here we have that little space. Alright, now the other one. This one is going to be on the mark. Open it up. So this is the first one, and this one is shorter than this fold line, so it does not bump into each other. And then this one is the full size till the end. Yes, look at that, we are building. Building. See how this, and you still, and as you can see right here, there is still space to do something on top of this page. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. Cool. This is the bigger one, so first we are going to do this piece at the bottom, nice and straight, watching the top. There we go, burnish that down, and then let's go out this one. And for this one, we're going to put this on the mark. Nice straight. And there you go. There you go. So a nice opening in between here keeps it easier to fold this to the left and the right. Yes. And then this way. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Alright guys, that is the base, but definitely not done yet. Let's go to the next stage. Okay guys, let's first start right here. I'm gonna cut another page on here, and I think I like to make it 1 inch smaller. Let's just give this a look. If this is an 8, how does a 7 look? That's just a little smaller. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my paper in a 7. So it's gonna be smaller than our base. Yep, I like that. Alright, I'm gonna move this away. Oh my gosh, my table is way too small, but that's okay. Alright, we are going to make another page. So we're gonna make a hinge, half inch. And this time we're going to make a 1/8. We're still building. It's going to be a huge building. No, I'm just going to make fun of everything. Alright, so the first fold line, place this down, and again we are going to be staying away at least a 1/8. Okay, cut this short. Go, and then you can fold this. The 1/8 is always tricky, but I'm just going to use my hands for that. That's with a little patience, it will work. Right. Let's add this on. I'm just gonna eyeball this, so here we go. Just adding another page. Yep, perfect. And you still have space in here, and we are definitely gonna do something in here. Now this piece I cut the same size, so I'm definitely going to use that for the other one. So I'm going to fold another 1/8 and a 1/8. Could have done that later, but I'm doing it right now, otherwise I forget so quickly. Also stay away a 1/8. And there you go. And I can fold this later for this piece right here. Alright. We're gonna stay right now on here. The other side is maybe identical, I don't know, just yet I'm still in my vibe. Alright, so we have the space, the 1/8 space in between right here. Okay, and we also just checking, yeah, this one here, and first I'm gonna do something with that. Alright, now I'm just gonna measure a new page, and we're gonna stay also. Well, 1/8 is a little bit too much, but we definitely 2 millimeter. We stay away from the edges. Okay, also right here. You can measure if you like. Now let's say mine is 438. So I definitely can recommend a 4/1/8. Then you are safe. But I do like my pencil marks. And there you go. Check, check, check. Yep, I am away. And now I'm gonna make flippity flops without any space. Just 2 flippity flops without extra space. And these we are going to measure in the middle, so we just need to find where the middle is, make a mark, and then you know the drills. Place this down, 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 down. Place this down to the mark. And I always like to place my mark under this mark. So if I do the same on here, then I have two pieces that are not bumping into each other. So if I do this correctly, I'm just going to cut this down, these two pieces. If I did this correctly, then I have one that are not, see, I do have some space in between, which I love. Alright, we can add this on, but you also can split your page in two and just cut it in two. That's also a good thinking, but I just love it this way. But do I now have two the same? Yeah, I still have two the same ones. Yeah. Perfect. There we go. Nice in the middle. And straight, of course. And then with this one, we're gonna try to stick this nice and straight. See? And then, well, you don't see it. I even don't see it. A little piece of paper. See? There is a gap in between. That's what we love. Alright guys, so we have an opening. You can place your photo on here or write something down. Alright. Don't know if there is place for a pocket. I don't think. So I'm just gonna leave this for photo and also 2 photomats or something. And then this slides back. So we have all the space filled in here. Okay, and then you flip this back. Now I'm just going to lift this up to see how much space that I still have, because I do think that I do have plenty of space now still in here. This is cute, isn't it? I don't like it. This is cute. But we have space in here. We still have. So I'm definitely gonna work something in here. Maybe a few pockets or something. So, okay. Next phase. First I am gonna do exactly the same with this one on the other side. So let's do that. Okay guys. Let's see, how deep do we want to make a pocket? Well, at least 1 inch away. So let's say we have the space for 4.5 and at least 1 inch, but it's even better to do 1.5 inch so you can pull your tag easily out. So I'm gonna make a 3 inch. That means that I definitely need a 3.5 thickness for your pockets. So I always check first, do I have enough? Of course I have enough. Look how much I have. Small ones, thicker ones. Alright. So I'm just gonna go through my stash and definitely a 3.5. See? So that these are fitting. The other ones, well, this one is no, just too short. Alright, but these two are definitely fitting, and I think this one also, yeah. Alright, So see, leftovers, use it. Alright, so you can make one large pocket or two small ones, totally up to you. For this pocket I am gonna make two small ones and maybe on the other side one big one, just to make it a little bit different. Alright, so I made a mark in the middle and now I am gonna first, I'm not gonna cut anything, I'm just gonna start with a 1/2 inch for the sides and a 1/2 inch for the bottom. And of course I need to cut this down so I have a 3.5 pocket. But now I can cut this 3. I want to have a 3-inch pocket. Yes. Alright, so we have our fold line right here. And now we can just make a mark where you also can hold this against that mark and make a mark right here. It is that simple. It is that simple. It is. Now it would be nice if I could. Ooh. It is tight, but I think I am gonna do it. Could have made that earlier, just to save a bit papers. It is possible. And if I calculated earlier, then I could adapt this better, but I didn't. Alright, so with this one I can make it a little, so we do have a little bit more space in between. Okay, so I can't recommend what I'm doing right now, but yeah, it's just what it is. Okay, let's make these pockets ready. Let's do it. Placing some tape on. Here we go. By the way, I am still in my holiday vibes, actually, still a little bit. And I still need to tell, not need, but I want to tell just a few things more, because I only told you the first stay. So our next stay, so we went two nights to Primam Chiemsee, and our next stay was Austria. Oh, what town it was. It was also a, oh my gosh, what was it again? Oh, see, I definitely need to look it up. Where was my next stay? Oh, yeah, Velde. Velde is definitely, did I not tell you already that? I don't know. Velde is the Monaco from Austria. And I am flabbergasted, and I can tell you, go visit. It's amazing. I just love it. It's very busy. We saw a lot of beautiful cars, and yeah, we did not do that much there, but you just need, you just can sit there, take a cocktail, and I could sit there for hours just watching people and cars and everything. It's amazing. I really love that spot. It's a very nice, yeah, it's a super village. We also went to the casino, We did not win anything, but we had a blast. We set out to ourselves, we are gonna spend each person 30 euros, and what am I doing here? Oh, let's see. First the bottom first. Okay. So we spent 30 euros each for our I'm also gonna stay away a little from the fold line. And I meant this fold line right here, but also a little bit the same height as we did with the top. Okay. But yeah, the casino adventure was really nice, and I met a lady there, and oh my gosh, she was so sweet. And she is from Austria. And she is visiting that casino twice a year just to have a nice evening, and and she was next to mine, and oh, we had such a lovely time. And she told me I brought her luck, but I don't know, but she really got something in those 5 on. Ooh, I'm gonna win, oh, not gonna win. And yeah, it was just having a really good time. So cool. But anyway, we did not win anything, but we spent 3.5 hours with our 30 euros. So yeah, that's nice. That was perfect. Yeah, and for the rest, yeah, our hotel was also amazing. It definitely was the smallest room that we had in that entire week. But yeah, I really like that we went to different places. So now you really have different experiences, different photographs. If you want to see I did post a few pictures and videos on my Facebook. So if you like to see, then please go to my Facebooks. One of the two, that's just either way. I post them on both of the pages. Cool, I like it. Now you just can make this just a pocket, or you also can make a closure on here. It's absolutely not necessary because everything is in between. It's inside here, but yeah, I really like if you need to open something up. I really like that, especially in a steampunk theme. So the more the closures, the better, in my opinion. So I'm definitely gonna make 2 lids for this one. So you also can use your leftover pieces. So just find some piece that just go over this pocket. So maybe I'm just gonna use this one, maybe. Let me just give this a go. So Velde is definitely a very nice place to stay. And they told me in the past it was one of the expensivest places to go in Austria, but now it's almost the same as Europe. So we did not have the idea that it was too expensive for everything that we did there. So of course you can make it so expensive as you want, but we did not. We just keep to ourselves. And yeah, well, it is really a nice spot. And we did some biking and we did some walking, and yeah, definitely one of the beautiful. If my hubby says we go next year back, then I would go back with him. So cool it was. Definitely would visit again. Alright, first of all I'm gonna make a curvy, not a curvy one. I'm gonna make this for the corners. There we go. Tape, tape, tape. And then let's see, our next tape was white, but I definitely somehow I think that I already told you. Totally forgot. I think I better can stop telling before I told you double stuff. Did I mention it? Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at remembering. Well, Croatia was also amazing. Amazing. Okay guys, watch where your fold lines are. Stay away from the fold lines. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Yep, and then you close this down with a nice swing tab. Open this up. Pocket, pockets. Love it. Okay, so far. Nice. I like it. Like it very much. Alright, I always keep watching how far I am, and of course if you put your design paper on, then it will get thicker and thicker, but you can now easily see how everything goes. This is the top one. Let's open this up, and then you will have this one right here. So we have the space for this, and we had plenty of time, plenty of space for the pocket. Plenty. Yeah, but I don't want to overdo it. I could. I think I will leave it like this. I can place another on here if I want, but I think I will leave it like this. Maybe on here we can make a nice pocket. I don't know. Alright, so far so cool. This I will leave it. This also. But on here maybe a pocket or something. Just because it can. Alright, let me think about that. But at least these two, no, we're gonna make a big pocket on the other side. Shall we do that first? Yeah, let's do that first. Let's go in those vibes. So here I just created exactly the same. So here we're gonna make one big pocket. And yeah, I know we did this one on here, but I'm right-handed, so I always like to have it on this side. But I'm gonna make the other one around. Alright, so grab a page, and for this one I need a large one, so I can't do anything with these ones. Well, maybe for the lid, maybe a large lid. So let's grab a new page, and I'm gonna make it exactly the same depth, so 3.5. I'm gonna cut. And score half, and of course one at the side. And now we are going to measure this. Just stay away, definitely, on the fold lines. Oh, not cutting. Oh. Look at that, I almost cut this piece. No, we need to fold it. Okay, so this is our pockets. Tape. So Croatia, I really was impressed, by the way, by Croatia. The beauty of Croatia, the weather, the people, definitely the people. Oh my gosh, definitely, well, at least the ones that I saw on the waiters or people on the street and everything where we stayed, they were really so sweet. So I don't know if that's always the case, but my experience for this time, and I only stayed 3 days, my experience was super duper. Absolutely, absolutely. Do I want to go back to Croatia? Absolutely. And we went to Porec. And yeah, what can I tell about Porec? Very historical with beautiful buildings and everything. Yeah, very picturesque. I love it. Love it. I always love that kind of picturesque little villages. Very delicate. I really like it. Churches and everything. And I must say, biking just along the shore from the sea. Oh my gosh, it's the total. It was just amazing, guys. It was amazing, and with all the fancy white boats in the harbor and everything. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's super cool. I like it. So we stayed 3 days in a very nice apartment this time, a very cheap apartment, a very old apartment, but guys, the charm was there. I love it. And so we're gonna make a lid out of this one. Just I'm gonna cut this down. And then we are gonna score this. There was one spot when we wanted to go biking, but my bike did not do it, and luckily we were still at the apartment, so that was our luck, because now my hubby could see if he could make it. I'm gonna make this, yeah, I think 1/2 inch over this one, just not too long. So and at the first beginning I thought, oh my god, that is the end of our biking holiday. And he was, yeah, he was searching and he pulled out so many little electronic pieces that I really think, oh, my bike is going to die in front of me. And then at some point he just click. Now he's working again. Yeah, right. And yep, there it was. Oh my gosh, my hubby's really handy man. So happy that he could fix my bike, because otherwise I missed a full day of biking in Croatia. So that day we went to the other side of the coast. We followed the other side of the coastline, and we did a bit of geocaching. And if we are on holiday, we always try to find one or two that are close, but it's not that we are doing that all day long. But yeah, but it's definitely the goal of, if we are there nearby, then we go find one. Look at this nice big pocket. Yay! Okay, guys. Cool, isn't it? Alright, now I have to think about, for just a second, what else do I want? Oh, I like it. It's actually quite simple, but it does it. I think I like to do something on here. Let's think about something. Pocket? I'm gonna make a belly band on this one. Why not? Let's grab a leftover piece. Oh, I also have here also a leftover piece. Let's just make a nice belly band. Let's go crazy. Why not? Make a fold line, and then just put this down, make a mark, go. Yep, can't make it any easier than that. Just a nice belly band. Yeah, I did make a little larger hinge, but it's not necessary. But I just had plenty of papers left, so yeah, a nice belly band where we still can add an extra thing on. Alright, I'm not sure for this. I definitely think that we can make, oh, we can do something in here, but we can do that with, sorry, for the design paper to make a nice incision, but I can need to do that on the design paper. That's just for me, to remind me that we're gonna make an incision, maybe one at the bottom, I don't know, just makes it a little bit more fun. Alright, so that is that for now. Now we have this piece. Shall we keep this plain and simple? Well, we always can add, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do something on top here. I'm not sure just yet what. I also have gorgeous small little envelopes, these ones, that I also want to add in this project. And my daughter has worked in a sandwich shop, and they did not use this at the store, and she asked if she could give this to my mom instead of throw these every time away. So so I collect these a lot, and I think they are absolutely stunning that we can use to add somewhere. So maybe it would be nice, but maybe on another page, I don't know just yet, but it would be cool if we could use these somewhere, but maybe on another page. But I definitely need to remember that I have these to play with. Alright, so far, yeah, I definitely need to make a belly band on this piece right here. Same thing with the same deal. And then yeah, I think then we are pretty ready to use the design paper. Start at least, and we always can dig in more, but I think the time is there. What do you think? What do you think? Tape. So, where did we did after Croatia? We go back to Austria. Oh yeah, we went to a village that we also went the year before, but then we only stayed one night at that beautiful spot. What was it? Zeeboden or Bodensee? Those two I always miss. I think it's the village Bodensee. I think the Zeeboden is the large lake. Alright, but anyway, so we were there, and it was a beautiful hotel with lovely places to eat, and it is a very old hotel, nothing fancy. I really like the village, but we only stayed one day, and when we were there we got rained so much that we could not do anything the one day that we stayed. So that was the reason that we wanted to go back to that place to do it over. So yeah, that was also a very cool stay. We loved it. Yeah, a little bit biking. So cool. Guys, I think I'm gonna start with the design paper. Sometimes I see so many black and I think, oh, what else? But yeah, sometimes you definitely need to start with black and then continuing with the design paper. But definitely on this page there is some possibilities, and I know we normally start at the top. So yeah, I definitely need to go first. I need to think something on here. I do want something more. This is boring. It's boring, and we do have a little bit space. I think 2 beautiful big pockets or something. Definitely. Let's see how thick, how wide we want that. Let's give that a moment. Okay guys, just hold on just a little bit, because we are going to make a 6-inch pocket. How can, yeah, of course we can do that on these two. So let's get started. I like to do first the bottom, 1/2 inch. And then I'm gonna do 1 inch on this side, and we can do right away this side. Okay, now first I'm gonna fold this, and I'm gonna cut this a 6-inch. 6-inch pocket it is. Nice and straight. 6-inch pocket. There you go. Now I'm gonna fold these ones. Grab your pencil. Alright. That's for the white one. Let's go do this one too. Alright. straight. Here we go, 2 nice big pockets. I think for this one I'm definitely gonna do the incision trick with one of these tags. Let's do that. I'm just gonna add some tape before I forget. There we go. I'm a little bit nervous today because my daughter has an appointment to see if she can be financial okay to buy her own house or an apartment or something. Now I think it's too soon, but she is 21 years old and she is a very independent woman, just like mom. And yeah, when she has something in her mind for living on her own, then she is not having it in her in her guts, or how you call it, in her butt. I don't know how you call it, but when she has something in her mind, then she is definitely the same person as as I am. Alright, for here I am going to use this for the incision. Same thing on here. So tonight we have that appointment and she asked me to go with her, of course. 2 persons here more than just one girl alone. So I really think it is too soon financially, but it's always good to get in information. The sooner the better. Not the sooner the better that she is moving out, because I definitely don't want to, but it's cool that she is getting some information. Alright, so here we have our 2 pockets, and you know the drills with this one. You definitely need, at least I think you need, a piece of design paper to cut it out. So I'm going to use this one. Again, I'm going to cut out a 1 inch for both of them. Cut it down the correct size, cutting it out. So I hope they will not tell her too negative things tonight. But yeah, fingers crossed what they are going. And but at least that then she know how much she needs to save and everything. So that's a cool thing. It's not that I want her to move next month or so, but it is always a good idea to get informed before you are screaming, I want to move out. Well, just leave then. No, definitely not. We don't want that. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this out. Doing the same thing with the other one. Just kind of following the pencil mark. So the pencil mark is gone. There we go. And then you have the perfect cut with a nice black edge. Yep, cool. So do the same thing on the other side, smooch the edges and glue it on. Yeah, I think you can glue it on. Yeah. Save this, you always can use that for your tags. Alright. And then we glue on the pocket and everything, and but maybe I want to make it closer. Just wait just a second.